Today we've got the first look at the Pixel 9 Pro XL thanks to a full hands-on video with it, and we've also got all of the marketing materials confirming the specs and the colours, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, before we check out the hands-on video, we've had the marketing materials leaked which confirm all of the specs about the Pixel 9 lineup. And while I can't show you the marketing materials because the video is going to get taken down, I can of course speak them. So first of all, it confirms that we're going to get a 6.3-inch display for the smaller Pixel 9 models, and then a 6.8-inch display for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. It confirms that the Tensor G4 chipset in all phones. We get 16GB of RAM for the Pro models, and then 12GB of RAM for the non-Pro. We also get a big change to the selfie camera with a 42MP selfie camera in the Pro models, and then a 10.5MP selfie camera in the non-Pros. And then both phones get a 50MP wide angle and a 48MP ultra wide, but the Pro models of course get the additional telephoto, whereas the non-Pros only have 2 cameras. Now we also get information about Google's Gemini and AI, and it shows us the usual stuff like circle to search, but we now also know we've got Pixel Screenshot, and it helps you save information for a screenshot that you can find later rather than having to look through a huge amount of photos in the gallery. And then we've also got news of Call Notes, and this is going to be a new feature that lets you transcribe your phone calls. Now finally, the material confirms that there's no power brick in the box as expected. It's just the phone, the USB-C adapter, the USB-C cable, and the SIM tool. Now next up, before we get into the new hands-on videos, we've got confirmation of the colours, and it appears that the rose colour was actually wrong in the fact that it's not orange and it is actually pink. Now the picture in the marketing images shows us the obsidian black, it shows us the porcelain, which is a beige colour, we then get the pink rose colour, and then the final colour actually looks to be silver, but I'm assuming this is the hazel, which is more of a green colour, and it's just the lighting being a little bit off in the marketing materials. Now next up, we've got a hands-on video with the Pixel 9 Pro XL thanks to YouTube channel andronews.com, and this isn't a short hands-on video either that we usually get, and the video is actually a whole 19 minutes long. Now he starts by showcasing the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and he confirms it's not renders or anything and it is in fact a physical device which we can see, and he also confirms that it comes from Pixophone, and they were the ones who leaked the previous hands-on videos. Now you can see though it looks exactly as we expected, and we've got a larger phone, we've got a new camera module, and we've also got the new flat edge design. And one thing you are going to notice is the geometric designs on the back of the phone, and the reason for this is that it's actually a prototype, and sometimes they also have different logos on the rear panel as well, but as you can see, this one still keeps the G logo. Another giveaway that this is a prototype is the fact that he doesn't turn the phone on either, and we just look at the design and the exterior, and the most likely cause of this is the fact that it probably doesn't boot anymore, but nevertheless it's great to see, and I've placed a link to Andro News' video down in the description below for those of you that want to check out the full video. But of course, the Pixel 9 series is going to be launching on the 13th of August. We're also going to be seeing the new Pixel 9 Pro Fold that has lots of improvements over last year's Fold. And for those excited, we're now going to run through the full specs, design, and the expected pricing to help you guys decide which one is right for you. So hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got the standard Pixel 9, and this comes with a 6.3-inch flat display with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. It's a 120Hz Full HD Plus OLED display with an expected resolution of 2400 by 1080, and we're also getting upgrades to the color accuracy and the peak brightness of the display. We get a punch hole camera top center for the selfies, and this is going to be a 10.5MP selfie camera. Now over on the rear, it's a dual camera setup consisting of a 50MP wide angle camera and then a 48MP ultra wide camera, and these are going to be the same cameras that are used on the Pro model. The phone will be powered by Google's new Tensor G4 chipset, and it's going to deliver improvements in performance, efficiency, and AI capabilities, and it's coming with 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256 storage options, and it will of course be UFS 4. We're expecting around a 4600 mAh battery with improvements to fast charging, and while Google always play it fairly safe, we're hoping for at least something like 30 to 35 watts. We get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. And the phone is of course going to ship with Android 15. The Pixel 9 is launching on the 13th of August, and it's estimated to launch around $799. Next up, we've got the Pixel 9 Pro, and this comes with a 6.3-inch flat display with Gorilla Glass armor protection. It's a 120Hz OLED display with an expected resolution of around 2992 by 1334. While the exact display is still currently unknown, we're no doubt going to get some improvements to brightness, and we'll of course be getting improvements to the color accuracy as well as the peak brightness of the display. We get a punch-hole camera in the top center for the selfies, and this is going to be a 42 megapixel selfie camera. Over on the rear, it's a triple camera setup consisting of a 50 megapixel wide-angle camera, a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and then a 48 megapixel telephoto camera, and the wide and the ultra-wide cameras are the same cameras used on the standard Pixel 9. Now the phone is powered by Google's new Tensor G4 chipset, and this is going to bring improvements in performance, efficiency, and the AI capabilities, and it's coming with 16GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, which will of course be UFS 4. We're expecting around a 4,600 mAh battery with improvements to fast charging, and while Google are still playing it very safe, we're hoping for at least 30 to 40 watt fast charge. We get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and an ultra-wideband chip, and the phone is of course going to ship with Android 15. The Pixel 9 Pro is launching on the 13th of August, and it's estimated to launch around $999. Now finally, we've got the new Pixel 9 Pro XL, and this comes with a 6.8-inch flat display with Gorilla Glass armor protection. It's a 120Hz OLED display with a Quad HD Plus resolution, while the exact display is still currently unknown. We'll of course be getting improvements to the color accuracy as well as the peak brightness of the display, and we're expecting the Pixel 9 XL to be around 2,600 to 3,000 nits of peak brightness. We get a punch-hole camera top center for the selfies, and this is going to be a 42 megapixel selfie camera, the same as on the Pixel 9 Pro. Over on the rear, it's a triple camera setup consisting of a 50 megapixel wide-angle camera, a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and then a 48 megapixel telephoto camera, and these are exactly the same cameras used on the Pixel 9 Pro. Now the phone is going to be powered by Google's new Tensor G4 chipset that will bring with it improvements to performance, efficiency, and AI capabilities, and it's coming with 16GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, and this will be UFS 4. We're expecting around a 5,100 mAh battery with improvements to fast charging as well. And again, because Google play it very safe, it's hard to guess, but we're really hoping for at least 40 watt fast charging. We get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-wideband, and of course the phone is going to ship with Android 15. And the Pixel 9 Pro XL is launching on the 13th of August, and it's estimated to start from around $1,100. So overall, the Pixel 9 series is looking like a big improvement over to the predecessor. Not only do we get huge improvements to the software and new AI features, but we also get a completely new design, and of course there's now 3 models to choose from in the range. Now of course, it is still a little bit similar to the predecessor, so I can't imagine anyone with a Pixel 8 or a Pixel 8 Pro is going to be rushing for an upgrade, but for those of you with an older Pixel looking to get your first Pixel, then it's definitely going to be a great choice. Now of course, launch is on the 13th of August, so it's not far away, but with Google not being good at keeping any leaks a secret, I can't imagine it's long until we've got a full hands-on looking at the software, the cameras and everything, and of course as soon as that comes in I'll be sharing it straight away, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.